Marcus Aurelius once said that true power is within our minds, not in external events. Understanding this gives us the strength to navigate the world, where emotions often behave like turbulent waves. But how can we find our anchor in the midst of all this? In this video, we will explore 7 Stoic lessons that reveal the secret to mastering our emotions and facing the storms of life with wisdom and firmness. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to enjoy this video. This helps us spread the philosophy of Stoicism to more people. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I recommend you sign up and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any inspiring content. And as always, be a person of virtues. Have guts and watch until the end. Understand what you can control. Have you ever found yourself in the midst of a storm in life, whether it be unexpected events, disappointments, or sudden changes? The Stoic philosophers of Greece and Rome offer a safe haven for these moments, through the concept of the dichotomy of control. For example, imagine that you plan an outdoor event, and suddenly it starts to rain. You can't control the weather, but you can control your reaction. You may regret and get frustrated or adapt, perhaps seeing the rain as a refreshing change. Epictetus, one of the Stoic philosophers, teaches us that some things are under our control and some are not. This simple truth enables us to transform our lives, recognizing that while we can influence certain aspects, many things are beyond our control. The Stoics believed that our well-being does not depend on external events, but on how we interpret and react to them. For example, not getting that desired job may seem like a disaster at first, but over time, you may realize that it was a blessing in disguise, leading to personal growth or an even better opportunity. To apply this philosophy, start by asking yourself, can I control this? If the answer is yes, take the necessary steps. If the answer is no, take the chance to practice acceptance and adaptability. Understanding this principle frees us from unnecessary worries and anguish, allowing us to navigate through life more peacefully. Even if we can't control the winds, we can adjust our sails and move on, even in a chaotic world. The dichotomy of control gives us clarity, directing our energies to what really matters. This is the first lesson. The second lesson is to reflect before reacting. In today's fast-paced digital world, where speed is valued, the art of reflection may seem outdated. However, this act of pausing and pondering is our anchor in a world that requires rapid responses. Reflecting helps us make better decisions, whether big or small, like choosing a meal or deciding on a career. When we receive a message that provokes an emotional reaction, it is especially important to stop and think before responding. Thus, by adopting the practice of reflection, we can navigate the demands of everyday life with more calm and wisdom, making more conscious decisions and avoiding impulsive reactions that can harm us. Let's say a colleague questions your work or a friend makes a casual comment. The instinctive reaction can be defensive or even angry. But what if instead of reacting immediately, you took a step back and momentarily let go of the situation? It is not about suppressing emotions, but about giving them space to breathe and be understood. Reflection is not passive. It is an active way of dealing with our thoughts and feelings. It's about asking investigative questions. Why did this happen? Why does it affect me so deeply? What beliefs or past experiences influence my emotions? Ask yourself if your immediate reaction is based on the present situation or if it is a reflection of past baggage. This type of reflection promotes empathy, allowing us to consider other perspectives and better understand our own reactions. Thus, by reflecting, we not only control our emotions better, but also cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. Maybe that colleague had a stressful day, or that friend didn't realize the weight of his words. In relationships, this practice is fundamental. How many misunderstandings could be avoided if we took the time to reflect before reacting? How many bridges could be built? Moments of reflection offer clarity, compassion, and connection. In professional settings, the ability to pause and ponder is an invaluable trait in leaders. Those who reflect before deciding are often more respected and effective. They are seen as thoughtful people, and their decisions are the result of careful reflection. Thus, by adopting the practice of reflection, we can improve our relationships and make better decisions, creating an environment of greater understanding and cooperation. Resisting the test of time, in a world that is always moving and accelerating, the act of reflecting is a silent but powerful rebellion. It is a statement that we will not be swept away by the currents of the immediate media. This commitment is fundamental to our well-being, the quality of our interactions, and our personal growth. The third lesson is to cultivate detachment. Even in a world full of emotional roller coasters, practicing detachment is of great importance. It is not about suppressing emotions, but about developing a balanced perspective. This allows us to observe events, situations, and feelings without being dominated by them. Detachment offers us a refuge in an information-laden world. It helps improve our relationships and better deal with conflicts. Thus, by practicing detachment, we can live in a more serene and conscious way, without being dragged by the emotional turbulences of everyday life. Imagine watching an exciting movie. You are completely involved, feeling tension, excitement, sadness, but always aware that it is just a movie. You're in no hurry to intervene, you just watch. This is the essence of practicing detachment. Being deeply involved with life, feeling your emotions, but knowing when to sit in the theater of your mind, watching without getting lost in the drama. This approach is vital in our time of information overload. If we react passionately to every piece of information, we will be perpetually exhausted. Detachment works as a buffer, allowing us to engage with the world in a more sustainable way. In addition, detachment plays a key role in our ability to live in a balanced way. It helps us maintain calm and clarity of mind, even in the face of life's turmoil, allowing us to make wiser and more thoughtful decisions. In relationships, heated conversations or disagreements, practicing detachment can make all the difference between a productive discussion and a harmful conflict. This practice allows us to listen effectively, respond rather than react impulsively, and navigate through interactions with understanding and serenity. Cultivating detachment begins with self-awareness. It is important to regularly check our feelings, recognize emotional triggers, and understand our behavior patterns. Creating a space between stimulus and response is crucial. In this space, we have the freedom to choose how to react, acting with intention rather than impulse. Practicing detachment also enriches our lives, increasing our joys and pleasures. When we are not too attached to the results, we can fully engage in the journey, enjoying each moment without the constant fear of loss or change. In this way, we live more fully and consciously, savoring each experience. Detachment is a compass in an ever-changing world, guiding us with grace through the diverse terrains of life. By adopting this practice, we enrich our lives and bring calm and clarity to those around us. The next lesson is to ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Life offers us moments that test our patience, resilience, and perspective. From minor inconveniences to significant challenges, we face situations that evoke a range of emotions. In the heat of the moment, it's easy to get carried away by feelings. A harsh criticism or a forgotten birthday can seem overwhelming. However, asking this simple question can change everything. Our perspective and bring clarity on what will really matter in 5 years. This simple but profound inquiry acts as a kind of mental time machine. It allows us to look forward and retroactively at the present moment. Suddenly, that heated discussion or missed opportunity is seen in a different light. Most of today's concerns will become only distant memories in the grand narrative of our lives. Think about the concerns you had 5 years ago. How many of them still carry weight today? How many were overcome by new experiences, learning, and memories? This reflection humbles and frees us at the same time. It helps prioritize concerns and distinguish between short-term setbacks and long-term implications. This promotes resilience, reminding us to keep a broader view, reducing anxiety and promoting problem-solving, rather than getting stuck in passing worries. Developing strategies and adapting is essential for moving forward in life. We know that clarity and solutions often come from this perspective. This question also encourages us to focus on what really matters, so that our actions and decisions have lasting results. Investing in the importance of relationships, personal growth, and experiences that stand the test of time is crucial. It's the fifth lesson. Keep a Stoic diary. The act of journaling was valued in all cultures and times, not only as a record of events, but as a tool for growth, introspection, and clarity. The Stoics, with their emphasis on self-awareness and personal improvement, were no strangers to this practice. The Stoic diary is not just a record of daily events. It is a space for reflection, a dialogue with oneself to analyze emotions, decisions, and reactions. It is where the external world meets the internal, where events are examined in the light of personal values and beliefs. Imagine ending your day not only narrating what happened, but also reflecting on how you reacted to a particular comment that bothered you, or what triggered that burst of joy during a mundane task. It is in these moments that we begin to understand the intricacies of our psyche. We see the triggers that influence our mood, the values that guide our decisions, and the habits that shape our days. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, kept a diary, now known as Meditations. For him, this diary was not intended for publication. It was a personal dialogue, a space to guide himself and remind himself of Stoic principles as he navigated the challenges of his life wisely. Through his writings, we can observe a man struggling with his responsibilities, emotions, and his place in the cosmos. But you don't have to be an emperor to benefit from a Stoic diary. In our modern lives, full of distractions and a constant flood of information, taking time for introspection becomes even more crucial. Doing a daily check-in turns into a grounding ritual, bringing clarity in the midst of chaos. Over time, this practice can lead to deep insights. You may notice that certain situations repeatedly cause stress, leading you to face them or change your perspective. You may find that specific practices like gratitude or mindfulness elevate your mood and perspective. The patterns that emerge serve as a roadmap for growth. In addition to insights, a Stoic journal promotes accountability. Committing to daily reflection keeps us accountable for our reactions and decisions. It's harder to ignore repeated mistakes or go back to judgment. Instead, we're encouraged to learn, adapt, and grow. The sixth lesson teaches us to see obstacles as opportunities. The world is full of challenges, from personal setbacks to global obstacles. They are an inherent part of human experience. If, instead of seeing these challenges as burdens, we saw them as opportunities, we could maintain a powerful perspective on adversity, as the Stoics did. They believed that while we cannot always control the events that happen to us, we can control our interpretation and response to them. This shift in perspective turns the challenges of mere setbacks into valuable lessons. It means that every obstacle, every challenge, can propel us forward if we decide to see it as an opportunity for growth. Imagine a river that finds a stone in its path. Instead of stopping, the river finds a way around it, eroding it over time or carving a new path into the stone. Just like the river, we can learn to flow around obstacles, turning them into opportunities to grow and evolve. Thus, what seems to be an obstacle becomes an agent of change, reshaping the course of our river. Similarly, the challenges in our lives can redirect our paths, often leading us to outcomes we never imagined. For example, losing a job can be devastating initially, but it can open doors to a new career, allow you to hone skills, or even give you the chance to start a venture of your own. A failed relationship can, in turn, provide personal growth, self-discovery, and pave the way for deeper, more meaningful connections in the future. Adopting this Stoic perspective promotes resilience. When we begin to see challenges as opportunities, we become more adaptable and more willing to face adversity head-on. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we come to see each obstacle as a chance for growth and learning. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we can ask ourselves, "What can I learn from this? How can it change me for the better?" It is not about seeking challenges or minimizing real difficulties, but about recognizing that each challenge contains a potential, a seed of opportunity. With a positive outlook, patience, and perseverance, this seed can turn obstacles into steps that lead us to growth and wisdom. Lesson 7. Cultivate gratitude. In the complex tapestry of human life, gratitude stands out as a golden thread, weaving moments of joy, contentment, and perspective. While gratitude can arise spontaneously, it can also be cultivated intentionally. Amid the emotions of life, the practice of gratitude allows us to appreciate what we have, recognizing beauty in the small things of everyday life. This does not mean ignoring the problems, but adopting a posture that values the positive, even in the midst of difficulties. Taking the time to reflect on what we are grateful for can transform our vision of the world, bringing more lightness and happiness to our daily lives. Whether through a gratitude journal or simply reflecting on the good things that happen to us at the end of the day, this practice can enrich our lives in a meaningful way. By incorporating gratitude into our routine, we realize that it not only elevates our spirit, but also strengthens our relationships as we value those around us more. Thus, gratitude becomes a powerful tool for building a fuller and more satisfying life. The Stoics believed in the deliberate practice of gratitude, turning it into a daily ritual to anchor us in the present and appreciate the blessings of life. For them, gratitude was not just an expression of gratitude, but a profound recognition of the countless forces, moments, and people that enrich our lives. The practice of gratitude involves recognizing the beauty of the world, the lessons we learn from the challenges, and the fleeting nature of each experience, which makes everything even more precious. It is more than saying thank you. It is an attitude of deep and sincere appreciation. Seneca, one of the most prominent Stoic philosophers, said that true happiness lies in enjoying the present without anxiety about the future. This perfectly encapsulates the essence of gratitude. Being deeply rooted in the present, valuing every moment, every experience, and every interaction. Incorporating gratitude into our daily lives helps us maintain a positive outlook. We can start with small gestures, such as taking a few minutes at the end of the day to reflect on what made us feel grateful. This practice can transform our vision of the world, bringing more lightness and happiness to our daily lives. As we practice gratitude, we strengthen our relationships. We value people around us more, recognizing their contributions to our lives. This creates a positive cycle of appreciation and reciprocity, enriching our personal connections. Therefore, cultivating gratitude is a powerful tool for building a fuller and more fulfilling life. By recognizing and appreciating daily blessings, we can find joy and contentment even in the midst of adversity, living in a more balanced and happy way. Consider the simple pleasures we often take for granted. The aroma of a fresh coffee on a cold morning, the infectious sound of a laugh, a meal shared with loved ones, or even the very breath that sustains us. Stopping to enjoy these moments amplifies their beauty and meaning in our lives. These moments offer a counterweight to our human tendency to focus on what is lacking, unfulfilled desires or uncertainties about the future. By shifting our focus to what we already have, instead of what we lack, we begin to cultivate contentment. This reduces feelings of envy and resentment, improving our overall well-being. By valuing what we have, we learn to appreciate more the little joys of everyday life. This shift in focus helps us find happiness in the simple things, which can have a profound impact on how we see our lives. Instead of worrying about what we don't have, we begin to perceive the abundance around us. You may wonder how one can cultivate this practice of gratitude. It can be as simple as starting or ending the day by listing 3 things you are grateful for. This little exercise can have a profound effect on the way you see and enjoy your life. Over time, this habit can transform your perspective. You will begin to realize more things to be grateful for, and this will create a positive cycle. The regular practice of gratitude can lead to a happier and more balanced life, helping us to face challenges with more resilience. Therefore, by valuing simple pleasures and cultivating gratitude, we can find more joy and satisfaction in our lives. This practice helps us maintain a positive outlook, making us more aware and appreciative of what really matters. By focusing on the present and recognizing our blessings, we can live more fully and meaningfully. Over time, practicing gratitude can profoundly transform your perspective. You will become more receptive to the blessings of life and more resilient to challenges. In addition, gratitude strengthens relationships. By expressing appreciation for acts of kindness, support, or love we receive from others, we cultivate stronger bonds, promote mutual respect, and create a positive cycle of kindness and affection. In a world that often emphasizes the need to possess more, achieve more, and desire more, gratitude serves as a gentle reminder of the abundance that already exists in our lives. It is a call to celebrate the present, to embrace life with open arms, and to walk through existence with a heart full of gratitude. I hope these Stoic lessons have been enlightening and valuable to you. If you've come this far, please comment gratitude so I know. And as always, thank you for watching until the end. Until the next meeting.